Hey everyone, it's Manny with ML Drums. I titled this video, Simplicity is Profound. Very simply, because it is. I can't tell you how many times I've seen students as they advance from their drum pad, they're learning to read, and they get onto the drum set, and one of the very first grooves that they learn is one of the very first grooves that I learned, and if you're a drummer, probably the same groove that you learned in the beginning. You play eighth notes on the hi-hat, 1 and 3 on the bass, 2 and 4 on the snare. Really simple, like this. Again, that's a very simple groove to play. However, the problem that I see is that as students begin to get better and they begin to advance, they want to start changing the bass drum, they want to start changing the snare, start changing the hi-hat. And again, these are very good things to do. You want to advance, you want to play syncopated things in all of your limbs, you want to play different styles of music. That's a great thing to do. However, what happens is as they begin to progress and play more syncopated, complex rhythms, they forget how powerful this very simple groove can be. In some students, I've even seen that it actually becomes boring. This groove is actually boring to them. So again, going back to the reason that I made this video is to show you how profound a very simple groove like this can be. So I picked 2 songs. I'm going to play them both for you, and they're very different. And the reason I picked these 2 songs is that they're older, within the last 30 years or so, and they are still some of the most well-known, most popular songs to date. And both of these 2 tunes, again, they're very different. They use this exact same groove. So before we get to that, I also want to mention that the way you play the groove has a lot to do with how profound it can be. And these are nuances. And so, for example, does your hi-hat have accents on it? Are your eighth notes without accents? I'm also talking about nuances that have nothing to do with the tempo, because you could play the groove slow. You could play the groove fast. You could play it really fast. You could also play it really slow. So I'm not really talking about that. I'm talking about the way the hi-hat is played. I'm also talking about dynamics. Is your snare drum really soft? Is it really loud? Is your hi-hat loud? So all these different ways of playing it will give a different feeling, not only to the other musicians that are playing with you, but to the people who are hearing it. So let's get right to it. So the first song is AC/DC's Back in Black. I really believe you'd be hard-pressed to find anybody, for the most part in the world, who doesn't know or hasn't heard, whether they like it or not, this song in some way. So again, I'm only referring to the groove of the song. I'm not referring to any of the fills that any song uses, just the groove itself, especially because I know this song uses that specific fill every 4 bars. So I'm not talking about that. And check it out. I'll play it for you. Awesome. So as you can see in that tune, I played accents in my hi-hat. I didn't play any of the fills, of course, except the very last one, but you could see that that groove is very powerful and what it has done for that song, and it's still going today very strong. The other tune I want to play for you is Michael Jackson's Billie Jean. Again, you'd be hard-pressed to find anybody in the world, whether they speak English or not, who hasn't heard or likes Michael Jackson's Billie Jean. So obviously this tune is a little bit faster. And check out that I will not be playing accents on my hi-hat. It's just really straight. So check it out. awesome. That's one of my favorite tunes, not only to listen to, but also to play. So hopefully you were able to see a little bit, just a comparison of how different music can be using this very simple groove and how powerful it has been for both of these two tunes. Again, this very simple groove can be played in a very powerful way. And always remember that simplicity is profound, like my man Keith Jarrett said. So thanks for checking out the video, and we'll see you next time. Ciao.